New York. They look a lot sharper here to begin period number 2 than what we saw in the opening 20 minutes.
Luosterainen angles it up the left boards, and Evan Rodriguez puts it on a tee for Bennett. He hammered it just wide, and it comes around the glass, around the boards, and all the way back into the Florida zone. That was a nice-looking three-man rush by the Panthers. They got the look they wanted. Bennett just missed the net. Now here's a stray outlet pass, and another penalty coming up. This is going to go against the Rangers as Florida inadvertently iced the puck. And we'll see what Dan O'Rourke says about this one.
New York, Martelli 96, high stick.
That's Jack Roslovic, and Florida will have their second power play when we come back. 12:17 to go in the second period at the Garden. Our score, the Florida Panthers 1 and the New York Rangers nothing.
This is former PGA Tour winner Smiley Kaufman, host of The Smiley Show, a Sirius XM podcast.
Here, letting you know that Busted Open is now live 7 days a week. So join myself as well as Hall of Fame wrestlers like Bully Ray, Mark Henry, Mickey James, and more for knowledgeable.
Every team, it pays to discover. Discover Bank, member FDIC. A high sticking call on Jack Roslovic and Brian Hayward's second power play of the night for the Florida Panthers.
And not a good penalty. It was against Aaron Ekblad, and just I think an uncharacteristic play by Roslovic, but he got a little careless with his stick. It wasn't much of a high stick, but he did make contact with the helmet of Ekblad. It's going to cost him a couple of minutes. Remember that opening power play in the game for the Panthers, they got nothing really accomplished on it. The Ranger penalty kill looks exceptional.
Yeah, they're 0 for 1 tonight as they win the draw and work it around the boards. You mentioned uncharacteristic. Roslovic set a career high in penalty minutes this season with 16. So, yeah, uncharacteristic. Now shorthanded, the Rangers. And Kreider breaks his stick as he tried to pull the trigger. He goes to the bench and changes as the Panthers hustle back the other way. Barkov cuts to the middle, puts it over on the wing, and a pass attempt deflected away. Good job by the penalty kill there, as it was Trocheck who got his stick in the way. And the Panthers are able to clear as Truba shuttles it down the ice. Quick change for the penalty kill. It's the second period. It's the long change. So the Rangers straighten out their personnel, and now Barkov right through the middle of the ice. To Reinhart, protects the puck on right, trying to get it back to Barkov. It trickles through him. Gaudreau goes around the boards, but it's Kachuk who keeps it in. Reinhart circles out high, can't get the pass from him, and Gaudreau wastes no time icing the puck.
Now, great job by Gaudreau. Quick stick in the middle of the ice, deflected the puck, allowed his defenseman to get the clear.
Under a minute to go in the Florida power play. Bennett gains his own right through the middle. He'll pull the trigger. That shot partially blocked. Bounces to the left. It's Shesterkin. He's out to quickly cover with a glove.
I'm not so sure that shot by Sam Bennett didn't hit his own player. Evan Rodriguez in the back of the leg. The Ranger defense, again, a little bit guilty of backing in. Actually, getting a second look at it, John, it was actually the defenseman Truba with the block.
Face off to the left of Shesterkin. Still 46 seconds left in the minor penalty to Roslovic for high sticking. Game 2 in this series, Friday night, right back here at the Garden. We'll have it for you here on Sports USA, as we will have every game the rest of the way in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Panthers control the draw. Ekman Larson at the line. Walks it to the middle, throws it to the net. Traffic in front of Shesterkin, but he steers it aside. To the corner, Lundell recovers for Florida, whips it around the boards. Tarasenko jams it right back. Cut off along the end wall and cleared by the Rangers.
Puck battles. It's all about winning puck battles right now for New York on this penalty kill.
Final 15 seconds of the power play. Tarasenko brings it in on left wing for Florida. His pass, though, intercepted. And it's Mika Zibanejad who will send it 200 feet this time. That's going to pretty much do it. The penalty to Roslovic will expire. He's out of the box. The Rangers full strength. And New York 2 for 2 on the kill tonight. Bennett carries back into the New York zone. Throws it to the net. And Shesterkin will hang on.
You know, John, it's unusual when a power play is able to get the puck across the line with possession as often as the Panthers have on their power plays, but then nothing happens. Then they turn the puck over. So they're able, the entries are clean, but they're not getting shots. And it's a credit to the Rangers having their sticks in the right position. Very disciplined penalty kill from New York has led to really virtually no chances for Florida when they have had their two-man advantages in this game. And I know you have a theory about this, that at some point during the game, perhaps these power plays will even out.
Perhaps. Ranger penalty kill has been good in the playoffs, 89.5%. However, with their 2 for 2 tonight, Florida's now just one of their last 15 in the postseason on the power play. Stenlund trying to keep the puck in at the line, can't as the Rangers break out off the defensive zone face-off win, and it's backhanded in by Barclay Goodrow. 92nd career Stanley Cup playoff game for Barclay Goodrow. Kulikov in the corner seemed to have time, but he tried to clear and he hit the referee. It came back to him, and Forsling was able to carry to center, but no further. And the Rangers regroup. We're halfway through game 1 at the Garden. 1-0 Florida. As Schneider's pass goes off the skate of Gustafson and creates a little chaos. The Rangers will regroup. Schneider again, out of his own zone, plays catch with Gustafson, and now chips it in. Bobrovsky reaches out with his goal stick to knock it down off the end boards. Kulikov goes off the glass, and that puck will go out of play. 9:16 to go, second period in New York. The Rangers trail the Panthers 1-0 in game 1. You're listening to the Eastern Conference Final on Sports USA.
Last year's RV trip, we bet a couple with the same bumpers.
Koff takes it out, whips it around, and Forsland takes a hit but keeps it in on the left side. Now Barkov controls out of the corner, trying to find a little space. He weaves, brings it with a forehand out of the corner, met by Miller. At the side of the net, he knocks it away, but Tarasenko is there. He keeps it going for Florida, takes it behind the net, and chases around the board. And Aaron slaps it away from him, and Trocheck takes an area pass, and DeAndre Miller gets it. Vinny Trocheck, I mean, that's a big challenge for him to be able to control Sasha Barkov down low in the defensive zone. He did a nice job there, kind of fending Barkov off. Trocheck was originally a Florida draft pick, taken in the third round before he turned pro. Since he's gone to Carolina before coming here to the Rangers as a free agent 2 years ago in the offseason. He and Panarin have been somewhat quiet in this game. The Rangers were getting into the Florida zone, but playing offside. And Lindgren was just trying to stay out of the way of the hit. Chuck questions the call as we go down to Billy Jack.
Hey guys, earlier you had two breakaways from the New York Rangers, right? Well, Bobrovsky ends up stopping them both. Very similar to what we saw in the Boston Bruins series. They had over just 10 breakaways, believe it or not, in that 6-game series against Florida, except only one breakaway goal went in. That was in Game 6 when Pavel Zakhman was back in and upstairs. Speaking of going upstairs to Bobrovsky, that was the book on him in round 2. He got beat by most goals upstairs.
You know, the interesting thing about that, Johnny, is again, when the Panthers break down, it's a major breakdown. You know, it's a breakaway. It's a 2-on-1. And that's because their defense is so active. They do take some chances, some gambles to try and get up in the rush, and then if the puck turns over, they get caught.
It's still a one-shot hockey game, and Verhaeghe has his shot deflected into the netting above the high glass. You can sense the Panthers have taken the crowd a little bit out of this hockey game. As only a garden could be electric before the start of this game. But the fact that the Rangers have been kept off the scoreboard and have trailed since the 16:24 mark of the opening period feeds into the growth team. Panthers 4-1 on the road in these playoffs. And they win the draw in the zone. Kulikov with a high shot, reaching up and flooding down. It's Shesterkin. He doesn't have an option to play it, so
He doesn't have an option because he catches the puck and he looks at Gustafsson, and Gustafsson just kind of skates away from him. I don't want it. And there's going to be a change on the Ranger blue line.
you mentioned it's been tough sledding for Eric Gustafsson the last couple of games. He played the first 8 games of this postseason paired with Jacob Trouba. Peter Laviolette made the change and went back to the former pairing, putting him with Braden Schneider before Game 5 against Carolina. That is still his defense pair right now. Panthers win the draw. A side shot from the line by Forsling. Again, it's just gobbled up by Igor Shesterkin. What a story. After the line.
stretched ahead. Project lobs it in. Ekblad took it in. The puck up the board. One minute of break. Matthews and Chuck. No icing is for Hagee. Gets to it first. But Chuck trying to get it to the net from the corner. Lock back foot. Now he hands it off to Ekblad. Defenseman. Right shot coming up the left corner. Tangled up with Will. I beg your pardon. If I'm right in front of your Markov, backhander off the glove of Seafork and a jump fly. Quick stop. Little cycle play for the Panthers. This runs right on top of the doorstep. It's a big save by Shesterkin. He's got it again behind the net and now shooting off the right shore. He's on the ice. Quickly shot deflected over top. So Hagee gets to the air. Stops it right back through the crease. Couldn't connect with the Chuck. And the Rangers are in the clear. Pressure from the Panthers who lead game 1, 1-0 with 4.5 to go here in the second period. Lead pass to second. Tarasenko for the Panthers gains the zone. Reinhardt puts it behind the net and again it's Markov trying to keep it alive for the next period. Got tangled up with the big boys and DeAndre Miller sandwiches in the center. Brandon Montour gets the handle and fires it around the board back into the Rangers zone. Sends to the right corner. Off the boot to Reinhardt. Trying to get it back to it. DeAndre Miller plays out it down. Rangers away the center. Getting ready for a long ball. Will trying to deliver a hit on Kulikov after dumping, but Kulikov shakes it off. 15-year veteran was the first-round draft pick of the Panthers back in 2009. And has come back for his second tour of duty as whistle for icing the puck. The face-off will come back into the fourth zone. And there was a question for icing call at best. As the Rangers are going to take full advantage. And with an offensive zone face-off in a game where they haven't had a ton of luck that Sergei Bobrovsky is, they get the Trocheck line right back over the boards. In a better period, the start of the second period was much better for New York, but momentum has shifted a little bit in favor of the Panthers. Trocheck with the face-off and box from the right corner. Angle shot, made by Bobrovsky, drops his stick to cover it up. The Rangers have just 10 shots on goal, 3:40 to go in the second period of game 1. They have yet to beat Bobrovsky, our score 4-1. The Rangers have to give up the Eastern Conference Final on Sports USA. We'll be back. Hello, I'm James Cole. Join me every week for incredible conversation from the making stars. I'm Kim Kardashian. I'm Jeremy. I'm Canada. I'm Julianne Moore. I'm Tom Moore. I'm Kris Jenner. Welcome to with me, James Cole. You can listen on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Pacific on Stars from 109. Listen on these series XM. Every corner of the culture. Sirius XM channel, API now is a beautiful way to recognize Asian football that we call API networks throughout Asian American. So much as they can shut opponents down. They shut the Rangers down to the point of well, they've shut their key players down. Savannah Jazz still looking for his first shot on goal in this game. And for the most part, haven't really noticed Chris Kreider all that often either. So, yes, certainly the focus is on the top six of the Rangers, especially that top line of Kreider, Zibanejad, and Roslovic. There's been really nothing generated by them thus far in this game. Look at the shot chart. It follows trends. The Rangers have been outshot by their opponents in the playoffs in all but 2 games. And Florida has been outshot by their opponents once in these playoffs. It's 1-0 Florida. Should have been 17 in favor of the Panthers. We're now down to 3 minutes to go. In the second period of game 1, Kreider around the horse to Trouba, and the right point kept trying to get it down home. It's been 70 pass by Rock, tipped away. Back up to Barkov. Florida captain will ride it around the horse into New York. Reinhardt has it in his skates and waits for the hit from DeAndre Miller. For Hagee digs. He has a system. Back to the line. Got it through. Rebound. Working crossed up. As Verhage cut in front of it right when the shot arrived. But he was able to cover. Yeah, he might have got a little touch on that. Real smart wood shot from Gus Forsling. I was talking about the inability of the Zibanejad line to get an opportunity so far in this game. They looked close on that last shift, and all of a sudden, Sasha Barkov on the back check gets a stick into a passing lane, makes a real smart-looking defensive play. So, that's the issue, I think, for Peter Laviolette in this game. How to find the time to free up Zibanejad. That line is going to get going if the Rangers are going to get going in these series. Lundell, the draw, shot by Forsling goes wide, steered back into Florida ice. But Rangers from Van Forsling tracked it down. Lundell, he got him on the back check on the throw. The Rangers over again, no stick. Out of the corner, Panthers getting to the front of that. He's getting shot by Chuck. There, Hagee gets into the line. That sauces it all the way across.